internal movements will be there, somewhere they will be doing the production operations. So somewhere they will have to track these operations. Okay, not only the operations, as well as they will have to track the inventories, right, to manage the warehouse efficiently. Let's take an example. There are some outbound delivery orders for say product tires, correct. If the outbound delivery requires the 100 quantity, okay, the quantity required is 100, then somewhere in the system we will have to maintain somewhere that okay, this is the quantity in my warehouse, whether I can fulfill that order or not, correct. That actually we can calculate on all these things. Okay, there are
Recording is on.
hello. Yeah. Okay, so earlier SAP was suggesting SAP WM warehouse management solutions. Okay, before 2005, SAP WM was the warehousing solution available for the SAP. Okay, but after 2005, SAP has introduced EWM, extended warehouse management. Okay, so basically the SAP WM was for the small scale businesses. If the business is on the large scale, if the business requires the advanced functionalities, in that case SAP has introduced the EWM, extended warehouse management. Okay, there are a lot of advanced functionalities are available in the EWM. Now why the clients are going moving towards the EWM? In current scenarios, the latest upgrade available for the SAP is S4 HANA. Earlier it was ECC, our versions are available. Okay, now S4 HANA is available. I can see the background noise. Can you please be on mute?
Notes option కూడా వస్తుంది.
Hello. Everyone, please be on mute. Hello. Okay. So, regarding the differences between the SAP WM and EWM, so basically WM and EWM both are the SAP products. Okay. For the WM, some basic warehousing solutions functionalities are available, but for the EWM, we have RF technologies, resource management, expected goods received, value-added services, cross-docking, cycle counting, physical inventory basically. Then we can integrate the transportation management systems to the EWM. Okay, deconsolidation, slotting, labor management. So these are some advanced functionalities are available for the EWM. And again, in the latest in let's say for the 2022, we have S4 HANA. So whoever is implementing or upgrading the SAP S4 HANA, in that case, actually in the earlier versions, the client has to purchase this SAP EWM separately. Okay, they will have to pay the charges for the ERP, and again they will have to purchase separately. So we call it as a decentralized. So generally for MMPP they were using the ERP, and for the EWM, for the APO, they will have to purchase one more new server. Again, the license cost and all those things will be extra. Okay, but in recent times we have S4 HANA. Okay, the embedded one, that is the centralized system. Okay, in the centralized system, no need to pay the additional what we can say the license cost and all those things. So the clients are also moving towards the EWM now in the recent times. And okay, and in the same cost, that the clients are getting the advanced functionalities to handle the warehousing solutions. Okay, so that's the reason now many clients are moving towards the EWM. Okay, so these are some advanced functionalities which are not available in the WM, but which the clients can use on the EWM systems by using the EWM functionalities. Okay, so what are the EWM deployment scenarios basically? Okay, so SAP ERP, some of you might have worked on the SAP ERPs like MMPP, SD, FICO, logistics, right? So all these options are available in one single server. Okay, if we consider the WM, then yes, it was a part of the ERP solution. Okay, so that was one of the what we can say the warehousing solution. But here we will discuss more about the EWM. Okay, then we have the decentralized. Again, this is also for the WM actually. So let's discuss more about the EWM. Okay, so in the earlier cases there was ERP system. Okay, there was ERP system where we can have the different modules like MMPP, SD, FICO. Okay, and as we have discussed, the clients has to purchase the new separate server for the EWM. Okay, for the extended warehouse management. Okay, that we call it as decentralized. So that was one of the what we can say the deployment scenario available in the market. Okay, and in the recent times we can have the embedded one, the S4 HANA, where your ERP as well as SCM will be in the same box. Okay, again here the client can even use not necessary that it has to be the SAP ERP. They can even use some other ERP because there are a lot of ERP solutions available in the market, right? If the client wants, they want to use some different ERP solution like Oracle is there, right? Then they can have the ERP solution as a different ERP solution, and they can integrate your EWM solution, SAP EWM solution basically. Okay, again in some cases where the business volume is very large. Okay, in case of the big scale organizations. Okay, where your business volumes are very large, in that case, though we have option in the S4 HANA that we can have the embedded one, both are in the same server. But let's take an example of very big scale organization like Reliance is there, Tata Motors is there, right? So in their case, if they want, they can have a separate server for the S4 HANA. So ERP will be your S4 HANA system, and again one more server will be there for the EWM. Okay, why they follow this approach to increase the efficiency of that particular software. If the business volume is very large, in that case the performance will be slowed down for that particular system. Correct, so yes, that option is also available. ERP will be your S4 HANA. Okay, and EWM will be your S4 HANA. So in that case, that is again your decentralized system. Okay, any doubt in this EWM landscape? And again, it's not like you can only integrate with SAP EWM in the S4 HANA. If you want, you can keep SAP ERP in your S4 HANA system. And if the client want to use some other warehousing solutions like Manhattan is one of the good solution available in the market. Okay, so they can even integrate your S4 HANA system with your Manhattan. That is again one of the warehousing solutions. Okay, any doubt, any questions for the system landscape? Okay, let's move ahead. I can see there is a background noise actually, so if someone is not on mute, give they can mute yourself actually. Okay, so when we discuss in the warehouse, okay, there are different processes inside the warehouse. Okay, so recently we have seen one of the diagram. Otherwise, let me show you one diagram. So this is how the generally the warehouse layout looks like. Okay, so this is one of the warehouse. Let's take an example. This is one of the warehouse. Okay, there can be the different doors for the inbound door 1, door 2, door 3, door 4. Okay, and after that we will be having the staging areas. Correct, so this is your yard actually, where the trucks will be parked. Not here, somewhere around your warehouse. So that is nothing but your yard. Okay, so what that truck will be arriving at your door of the warehouse. After that, the warehouse resources, here you can see the resource, correct? Those resources will be doing the unloading activity. After that, they will do the gr, and after that they will put away as per the required storage type. Okay, so this is nothing but your inbound process. Similarly, we will be having the outbound process. Outbound is one of the process in the warehousing operations. Let's take an example. We want to sell the goods, we want to sell the inventory to our customer. Then we will have to pick those, if that product is stored over this area. In that case, this resource will pick that product from this area. They will stage at the code studio. After that, this resource will load that particular inventory in the trucks, correct? That is nothing but your outbound process. Then let's take an example from the raw material. We want to move the location of one of the product from the raw material to your semi finished, correct? Then these are the internal activities. Okay, raw material is full. Okay, raw material is full, but we want to keep some products in the raw material. So in that case, we can move this raw material product, one of the raw material product, to our your overflow area, correct? Then this is again one of the internal activity. If we want to do the production, then yes, we need to first stage these raw materials, the bomb components basically, from your sourced storage type to your production supply area, correct? So this is nothing but your production staging activity. After that, they will do the staging and consumption. After that, one finished product will be there. After that, we will again store that finished product in some different area, right? So this is your again internal activity. Sometimes after doing the inbound delivery, they will have to do the quality check, or maybe sometimes we call it as a sampling, correct? So here we have a quality work center, and after that, if the it's approved, if the quality is okay, then they will accept the products and store that product somewhere in the warehouse. And if not, then they will block that particular product, or maybe they can reject that particular delivery, correct? So let's see in detail what are the different EWM processes are there. Okay, so the goods receipt basically. Okay, whenever there is an inbound delivery. Okay, whenever there will be the inbound delivery, the truck will be there. Again, the truck and all those things are optional if the client is using the transportation management or the TM integration. In that case, the truck will be in the scenario. Okay, so first these resources will do the gr. These resources will do the gr, so that is nothing but your goods receipt activity. Then put away optimization, yard management, the parking space management out of the yard, inside the yard basically, out of your warehouse. So that is nothing but your yard management. Okay, after that, we have quality inspection. So after the doing the unloading, after doing the gr, that product has to go through some quality inspection, correct? Some sampling kind of activity. So that is nothing but your quality inspection. Then slotting and rearrangement we have. For the outbound, we have goods issue. Then wave management is kind of process, like if you want to that there is for the same customers, let's take an example, there are some 10 outbound deliveries are there, correct? To save the cost, we can club all these 10 warehouse orders request in a same wave. Maybe we can say we can club all those requests together in one wave, and after that we can send all the goods in one truck. In that case, we will not require 10 different trucks basically, right? Because we have clubbed together all the warehouse request for that particular customer, right? So that is nothing but your wave management concept. After that, we have a cross docking. So let's take an example. There is one inbound delivery for product xyz. Okay, and at the same time there is will be one more outbound delivery is there in the system for the same product for the xyz. Okay, If the incoming quantity is 10, outgoing quantity is also 10. So generally what we have to follow after doing the goods receipt, it has to go inside the warehouse, right, for the put away. But here in this case, system is smart enough that system has detected the stock is already available in your GR zone. Then why to search inside the storage types in the warehouse, correct? So in this case what will happen, that this particular stock will directly get assigned to your outbound delivery, correct? So this concept is nothing but your cross stock. Okay, then we have some value added services for some of the industries, like the battery industry kind of things. They don't do manufacturing or similar kind of things. Sometimes they do they do assign the task to their vendors. Okay, they manufacture the stock. Okay, after that they do the GR, and after that they just apply the label of their brand, and after that they do store those products inside the warehouse. There are many companies actually in India. We have DMart. So DMart don't manufacture anything, even the Amazon. So they keep the things, they too have the vendors for such products. They manufacture at their end, and after doing the GR, they just apply the label of their brand, correct? And after that they do store. So that is nothing but your kind of POSC, we can say. Otherwise we have value added services as well. Okay, then we have packing activity, replenishment activity, environment, health and safety. So in case of chemicals or say the hazardous goods, we need to take care of a few things. Okay, that we will see when we will go from those topics. Okay, and after that we have warehousing and storage concept, where we will be using the handling unit concept. So handling unit is nothing but your box, carton box, we can say, or maybe the pallets, correct? So to handle that particular product, okay, to handle that particular product inside the warehouse, we have the handling units. So for the handling units, we have different types of handling units basically. The carton boxes, pallets, or the tote, correct? Then we have RF barcode or maybe the RFID. Basically in the warehouse, uh, in case of MMPP SD users, they have the laptops or desktop with them to create the purchase order, sales order. Okay, but in case of warehouse, whenever that, okay, so in case of warehouse, the warehouse resources are not having any laptop or desktops. Okay, they are having these RF guns, such RF guns, where they are able to perform the internal warehouse operations. Okay, if you can see in this image, this warehouse operator is picking something, some products. Okay, so this blue box is nothing but your one of the HU type, we can say. Okay, by this RF scanner, they have scanned that particular product, and and kept inside this particular storage handling unit. Okay, so this is nothing but your RF guns, maybe we can say, or RF operations. Okay, then we have resource management concept. So in the warehouse, actually different resources works on different areas. Like these resources are meant for the inbound deliveries or maybe the inbound process. These are for the production process. This is for the hot storage area. These are for maybe the cold storage area, correct? For the finished area. These are for the picking activities, outbound deliveries, right? So this is nothing but your resource management, how the task will get created, how the task will get assigned to this particular resource. So that we will see in the resource management concept. After that we have material flow system, MFS. That is the advanced concept of the EWM we can see. So in some of the warehouses we have automated conveyors. Okay, so in that case we will be seeing this material flow system. So in this material flow system we will see the LOSC, layout oriented storage control. Then we have already discussed about the POSC. It's not written over there then, but it's something kind of process oriented storage control. Okay, and after that for the reporting purpose we have warehouse monitor, alert monitoring, delivery monitoring, labor management to calculate the efficiency of that particular labor. And the warehouse monitor is something where we can track everything. There is only one T code is there as a SCWM one. In that one T code we have different options, lot of options actually. Let me show you the mon T code. So in this monitor decode, you can track everything: inbound delivery, outbound delivery, physical inventory, different documents like warehouse order, warehouse task, handling units, value-added services. Then what is the quantity? How much quantity for any particular product is available? Available stock, physical stock. What are the products available in that particular storage type? Storage section, storage bin. Here you can track this with respect to the product batch. Okay, here are the resource basically related to the resource management. So we have what we can say, the tools available inside that particular monty code. Okay, so these are the some of the basic overview of the EWM processes. Any doubt so far whatever we have discussed?
Sir, can you repeat cross-docking function again?
Hmm. Okay. So basically, let's take an example. There is one inbound delivery. Okay, that inbound delivery is for your product tire. Okay, that we are importing from some of the vendor. Okay, so in that case, what we will do? Ideally, that product has to store somewhere here. Let's say in the semi-finished. Okay, but here in this case the normal operation is like this: warehouse user will pick this product, unload this product. After that they will stage this particular product in the GR zone, and after that this resource will travel from this point to your this point. Okay, and this is how the put away process will complete for that particular product. Okay, similarly for the outbound. Similarly, for the outbound, let's take an example. For the same product tire, we have outbound delivery open for 10 quantity. So what this resource has to do? This resource has to travel to this point. Okay, he will pick this the 10 products from this area, and after that he will do the staging in the GI zone, goods issue zone, and after that they will load inside the truck. Otherwise, they will do the goods issue for that particular product. So the time required to travel from this point to this point is, let's take an example of 30 minutes. Again, for the picking activity it will take 30 minutes. Okay, but instead of doing that, the system knows, these warehouse resources don't know, but the system knows that this product is available in your GR zone. Then what system will do? This particular product, it will get assigned. Basically it's a match basically, right? The inbound for the 10 quantity and the outbound for the 10 quantity. So why to travel this much distance, right? Instead of that, the time required to travel from this point to this point is, let's say, 10 minutes only. Correct. So they can save almost this 30 minutes, this 30 minutes, 60 minutes are required for the normal process. So instead of that, they can achieve this particular task in less than or maybe in 10 minutes, right? So this concept is nothing but your cross talking. Okay, anyways, we will
Okay.
going to cover it's a we need one separate session actually to clear up the entire concept, but this is just an overview for that cross talking concept. Okay, clear.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Yeah. Okay, so no doubt so far. Okay, let's move on to the next topic. So here in this case, we did something called as data communication between the ERP system and the EWM system. Okay, so in case of decentralized system, as we have discussed, there will be one different ERP server will be there. So here I would like to show you. So like this is your ERP system, this can be your EWM system, correct? Two different systems will be there for the ERP and EWM in case of decentralized. But in case of S4 HANA, the both the systems will get clubbed together in a same box. Okay, here we have some master data and the transactional data. The master data is like your plant, customer, vendor, shipping point, batches, material master, correct? So as these are two different systems, we will have to send the same information to the EWM system, right? How the EWM system will know that for this particular one product, one inbound delivery is there. Somewhere we have to provide the information to both the systems. Let's assume the information is already available in the ERP system, right? If there is one inbound delivery for the product tire 1 to 3, in that case we will have to maintain somewhere in the ERP system, correct? That is nothing but your material master in the ERP system. Okay, similarly we have customer, vendor, plant, and whenever we send the information, this information from the ERP to EWM, so that particular process is called the SIF, core interface. Okay, transferring the information of master data from the ERP side, from the ERP system to the EWM system is nothing but your SIF, core interface. Okay, so customer and vendors are nothing but your business partners in the EWM system. Okay, and in case of S4 HANA, in case of S4 HANA, do we need to sift these particular things, the master data? In case of decentralized, these are two different systems basically. Okay, but in case of S4 HANA, this is one single box. Okay, so that's why we don't require actually this save functionality, because in the S4 HANA we don't have the customer or vendor, it has been replaced with the business partners. Okay, so whenever we create these business partners in the S4, in that case it will get automatically created for the EWM system in the backend. Here we only need to shift the plant. Okay, because somewhere we have a concept of party entitled dispose. For that purpose, we need to shift the plant to create the location and all those things. Okay, we will be seeing this shift concept again in one separate class. This is just an overview for the shift. Okay, so again for the master data, we just need to exchange the warehouse data in the EWM system. So might be for the some of the peoples they will not be able to understand what is the warehouse data and all those things. But whenever we create the material, we need to provide some details like what is the name of that product, what is the product code of that particular product. Okay, then unit of measure, quantity, volume, weight of that particular product. So these are the basic details actually. For the we will create when we will create the material master, at that time we will see all the views and all the information basically. Okay. And in the for the warehousing purpose, we have something called as warehouse data, that only we need to maintain for that particular product. Okay. So for the master data, we have SIF, core interface, and we have transactional data. Okay. So now the transactional data is nothing but your inbound deliveries, outbound deliveries. Okay, we will see actually what is the inbound delivery, outbound deliveries. But just for the understanding purpose, we have something called as purchase order. Basically, if we want to purchase anything, some raw materials from some vendor, okay, then in that case we will create the purchase order. With reference to that, we will create one inbound delivery. Okay. And this inbound delivery is initially in the your ERP system. Now, how EWM system will get to know about that particular inbound delivery? By using the QRFC. This is one of the communication method basically. Remote function call, and how it transfers the data by using the queues. Okay, and this is how the data flows from ERP system to the EWM system, and vice versa. Once we complete the inbound delivery in the EWM system, the same information flows back to your ERP system that this inbound delivery has been completed, this outbound delivery has been completed.
पुष्पक या दोघांमध्ये फरक काय सेफ आणि QRFC मध्ये?
SIF we use for the master data. This is your master data: customer, vendor, material, batches, right?
नाही ते आलं लक्षात, पण म्हणजे असं दोघां ठिकाणी असं यांची स्पेशालिटी असते का काही, म्हणजे असं की त्याच्यामुळे आपण सेफ हा मास्टर डेटाला वापरतो असं काही?
Yes, for the SIF we use the integration model, and for the QRFC we have something called as distribution model. That we will see in the future lectures, next few lectures. Okay. This is just an overview session actually, just for the understanding purpose that what we are going to learn in this training. Okay, so don't worry, everything will get covered in detail actually. Okay, any other doubts, guys? Don't worry, if you don't understand, that is completely fine. This is just an overview session. We will need one separate session for each topic. For VAS we will need one topic, 1 day. For crosstalk we will need 1 day. For wave management we will need 1 day. And there are a lot of other topics as well which are not listed over there here. Okay, so don't worry if you don't understand anything for in today's lecture, that is completely fine. Okay, so for the master data we need SIF, core interface, and for the transitional data we have something called as QRFC, that is nothing but your remote function call. So in the background, if anyone is a pepper or anyone knows the debugging kind of thing, in the background we use the bodies, actually different bodies. There are different bodies in the background. So by using those bodies, that data flows from the ERP system to the EWM system. But that we will see actually what is body and all these things. Okay. So yes, again the same thing actually, for the deliveries, stock movements. Whenever the stock movement happens in the warehouse, from the raw material to the finished, or maybe the semi-finished, from the to the overflow to the production, then yes, these are the internal stocks movements basically. So let's take an example. This is a different storage location, so somewhere it has to send the information back to the ERP system, right? That stock has been moved, or maybe this stock is in the quality check initially. After that, it has been changed to the unrestricted, or maybe if you want to block that particular stock due to it's damaged maybe, correct? So somewhere it has to send information back to the ERP system as well, right? So that is nothing but your stock movement. So data, this QRFC flows from the ERP system to the EWM system, and again from the EWM system to the ERP system. It's a bi-directional basically. So one more thing, this SIF is unidirectional. The data can flow from ERP system to the EWM system. Okay, but your transactional data is bi-directional. Okay, this data flows from ERP system to the EWM system, and once we do some activity on that particular deliveries or the transactional data, it sends information back to the ERP system. Okay, this delivery has been completed, the put away is completed for this delivery, the picking or maybe the packing is completed for this particular delivery. This information sends back to the ERP system by using the QRFC. Okay, so let's go through the overview of the inbound process. So in the ERP system, any doubt guys here? Go ahead, right? Okay, so let's see what is the inbound process. Just an overview basically. Okay, so whenever if that plant want to purchase something, so let's take an example of any product like some screws or maybe some clothes in case of the retail industry, like DMart or something. If they want to purchase something, they have to create one purchase order. That information they will have to send to the vendor. Okay, if any automaker want to purchase tires from some tire company, then tire company will be the vendor, and this purchase order information this automator maker company has to send to the tire company. Okay, once the purchase order is created in the ERP system. Okay, this is the concept for the ERP system basically. Okay, once the purchase order is created, with reference to that purchase order, they will create one inbound delivery in the ERP system. Okay, there will be one inbound delivery in the ERP system. Okay, if that plant and storage location is EWM managed. Okay, if that plant and storage location is EWM managed, in that case this inbound delivery information will send to the EWM system. It will flow to the EWM system. How it will flow? How EWM system will get to know that there is an inbound delivery? By using the QRFC. In the background, there will be the QRFC technique will be there. Okay, by using the QRFC, it will create one queue. Okay, once that queue is processed, it will create one inbound delivery notification in the EWM system. Okay, and once we activate that inbound delivery notification, it will be converted into the inbound delivery. So this inbound delivery notification will be the replica of your inbound delivery in the ERP side. Okay, in decentralized system we will be having the inbound delivery notification, but as in S4 HANA both are the same systems, so in that case we don't require this IDN. In that case directly the outbound delivery will get created. But let's don't make it complex. There will be one purchase order, there will be one inbound delivery, and after that this inbound delivery will get distributed to the EWM system, and this is how the inbound delivery information will be available in the EWM system. And after that the warehousing operations will start on this particular inbound delivery. So let's take there will be one inbound delivery, then this resource will get assigned to that particular task. After that they will do the quality check, and after that they will store that product. Let's take an example, there is ice cream in that inbound delivery, so it has to be stored in the cold storage area. Correct. If the products are chemicals, in that case it has to be stored in the chemical area, right? So this is nothing but your just the basic overview of your inbound process. And similarly we have outbound process. Okay, So for the outbound, if we want to sell some cars to the dealers, okay, in Pune we have a lot of dealers basically, right, for the Tata Motors, Mahindra and Mahindra. Okay, so let's take an example. There is the warehouse of Tata Motors. Okay, they want to sell some products to the dealers. They want to send some products to the dealers. In that case, it in the ERP system, for they will create the sales order for whom, for that particular customer, correct, for that particular customer. They will create one sales order basically. Okay, with reference to that sales order, in the ERP system there will be one outbound delivery, that this is a product, uh, this much quantity, correct. It will create one outbound delivery. Okay, and again the same thing, it will get distributed to the EWM system, and it will get created one outbound delivery request. Again, the ODR will be the replica of your outbound delivery in the ERP system. Okay, and once we activate this ODR, it will create one ODO, outbound delivery order. Okay, after that, the warehouse workers will work on the warehouse order, warehouse tasks which got assigned or got created with reference to this ODO. Okay, like these are the resources, these are the resources, let's say, for the outbound. So they will pick these products, they will pack this product, correct, and after that they will do the goods issue for those products, correct. And once we complete this outbound delivery, once we do the GI, in the background one OD will get created, and this is how it sends the information back to the ERP system that this outbound delivery has been completed. Similarly, once we complete this put away for this particular inbound delivery, it sends information back to the ERP system that this inbound delivery has been completed. Okay, and similarly we have posting change operations basically, like these are like internal movements, maybe we can say. Like if we have two different storage locations, from one storage location I want to send stock to the another storage location. Otherwise, if we want to change the stock type, stock type is nothing but your unrestricted, quality check, block stock, right. So if we want to change that information, then we can create the posting change document in the ERP site. Okay, with reference to that, using Migo actually we can create this. There is one option other, and by using the moment types, the correct moment types, we can use this, we can trigger the posting change document, and with reference to that, one outbound delivery will get created. Okay, and after that, that delivery will get distributed to the EWM system as a posting change request. Okay, and after the activation of that posting change request, it will create the posting change, and once we do the activity, some operation on that particular posting change document, it will send confirmation back to the ERP system that okay, this process has been completed. Okay, so any doubt guys, whatever we have seen today, this is just an overview actually for the EWM system. So what we have seen, the difference between the SAP EWM and EWM, what are the advanced functionalities available for the EWM system. After that, the deployment scenarios. After that, the system landscape, we have decentralized and the embedded. We are going to cover the training on embedded one, S4 HANA 1909. Okay, so everyone will get access for the same system as well. So This is nothing but your system landscape. Then these are the different processes we are going to cover in the training. After that, the data communication. So how the data communication happens for the master data, it's SIF. Core interface for the transitional data, we have QRFC, remote function call. Okay, and this is just the basic overview of the inbound process. Purchase order, inbound delivery, and after that it will get distributed to the EWM system. Similarly, for the outbound, there will be one sales order, outbound delivery, and it will get distributed to the your EWM system. And we have something called as posting change process.